guys, I realized after I made this video that I repeated Chris Jones in Davante Adams' name. Also, again, this is going to be one of a longer video because, it's 100 players. That's basically it. So I'm going to go through them kind of quickly. So, yeah. Anyways, let's just get right into the
top
video.
100 players of the 2019 to 2020 NFL season. Let's get into it already. Starting off with 190, and I did in like this fashion. So number 100 goes to Logan Ryan. He's just a shutdown corner. This is Logan Ryan. He's just a pretty good shutdown corner, and he can do a lot. Number 99 goes to Josh Jacobs. You cannot find a picture of a player that goes to Alabama ever, but he should have won Offensive Rookie of the Year, great runner, and receiver. Number 98 goes to Mark Andrews. Great tight end for Lamar Jackson especially. He was just able to catch everything that came his way. Number 97 is J.J. Watt. He only played 8 games, but he got a good amount of affection inside those 8 games, and if he played all 16, he could have definitely been way higher. Number 96 goes to Byron Jones. He was just an amazing corner, but had to leave for Miami because they decided to only focus on offense. Number 95 goes to Amari Cooper. He's great and all. He's not like the top like we expected, but he still is an amazing wide receiver. Number 94 goes to A.J. Brown. Again, Offensive Rookie of the Year candidate. He was amazing. That's it. Number 93, though, goes to Keenan Allen. He was also amazing. The definition of consistency, if you ask me. Number 92 is Kevin Byard. He's always been great at playing center field out there. And then number 91's been Matt Judon, just because he's very good. He was actually the leader in sacks in that Ravens defense. Number 90 went to Corey Littleton. Amazing defender. Can get any tackle on the field. Number 89 went to Preston Smith. Complimenting Zadarius Smith, he did a great job. And, he did a great job all around this year. Number 88 goes to Kyle Van Noy. Did great. He had to leave for Miami, but still, he was amazing. I don't know what else to say about him because I'm trying to go very quick. Number 87 is Devin McCourty. Got a lot of picks. Earned himself an X Factor in Madden. But, yeah. Then, number 86 went to Devin White. He was really good this year. Really, really good. Then he was also just... I don't know what to say. He was just good. 85 was Jarrell Casey. He's always been a valuable defensive end, and he just showed it as well this year. Then number 84 goes to Tannehill on the side of our streak of 4 straight quarterbacks. He was good, like everybody else. I don't know what to say. Number 83 goes to Tom Brady. He didn't have as good of a season as he usually does, but still he's TB12 and usually does pretty good. He left for Tampa Bay. Number 82 and 81 are Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz. Dak just passed a lot more, that's why he had better stats. But he's at 82. Wentz is at 81 because he was able to win clutch and also one with practice squad receivers. Anyways, yeah. Number 80 was Devin Bush. He was great. He was a monster for the first half of the season. He kind of turned down, but he was still amazing. Number 79 was Max Crosby. He was a Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate. I didn't believe that he belonged there. Still, he was great. He forced a lot of fumbles. 78 was Kenny Golladay. He got a lot of receiving touchdowns. Number 77 was Shelby Harris. A pretty underrated season, but he was still in my opinion, the second best Broncos player on defense this year. The number 76 went to Dante. Oh my gosh. My dog is killing the audio. But number 76 goes to Dante Fowler. He was great. I don't know what to say except for he was great. Underrated. And yeah, number 75 goes to Levante David. He's also great and underrated. Number 74 goes to Fletcher Cox. Kind of a letdown season, but still one of the best. He's also getting double teamed. Number 73 goes to Kenny Clark, one of the best, as well as he gets double teamed, as well as he's really young for the future. But even currently, he's still great. Number 72 goes to Matt Ryan. A pretty underrated season. People were talking about how he was pretty bad, but I honestly didn't see it. And then number 71, Bojack, a.k.a. Eddie Jackson. The other way around, no. Eddie Jackson, a.k.a. Bojack. Great season. Again, playing out there in center field. And not a lot of players were better than him out there. Then we go number 70. You got Patrick Peterson. Kind of a letdown year. He also had a trade request, but honestly, he tried to put that behind him, and I think that he did. Still a great corner. Number 69, Calais Campbell. He's been amazing ever since coming into the league, and I mean he still kept that up. Number 68, Cortland Sutton. He's great, and he was the leader for the Broncos, and he actually made the Pro Bowl. 67 was Darren Waller. Big comeback season. People thought that he was a rookie. He was not. Number 66, Zach Martin. He had an average year, but that's where he is whenever he is average. Then number 75, Fred Warner. He was great this year. Very underrated and all that. Number 64 is Zach Ertz. Again, very underrated and very good. Number 63 is A.J. Johnson. Had a great year. Had just an amazing underrated year. Number 62 is Jason Kelce. Again, great year. Not trying to be biased as an Eagles fan. Then number 61 is Alvin Kamara. People say that he had a letdown year, but if you actually look at him, play with him, because now that NFL Game Pass is free, I watch like everything. He really didn't have a bad season at all. Number 60, we have Josh Allen, a Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate. Was great. He got a lot of sacks, and he was a great piece, and he's going to be a great piece for the young Jaguars rebuilding team. Number 59 is Tyreek Hill. It's going to be a little low for most people, but not for me. I mean, he's just got speed, but he was still amazing. Number 58 is Marshall Yanda. So sad that he had to retire after a nice 13-year career, but he was amazing through all of it, and that stayed the same. Number 57 is Joey Bosa. I mean, he was great. He was great. I don't know what to say. Number 56 was Aaron Jones. Another great year. Just had it all. Number 55 was Brandon Brooks. Best Eagles player. He was amazing for the whole team. Number 55 is David Bakhtiari. He was really good. He was underrated. Had kind of a letdown year, but not really. Number 53, we have... Where the heck is he? Oh. What? Oh, Cameron Jordan. I'm like, what the heck happened? Oh, he was really good. That's it. Number 52 was Darius Leonard. Very good. Led the league in intercept. Was tied for second in the league for interceptions after being great in tackling. Then we have Davante Adams at 51. Missed 4 games and still had 1,000 yards. We had Zeke at the beginning of the year. I expected him to be a top 20 player, but just didn't happen. Number 49 was Nick Chubb. Underrated, great running back. That's it. Number 48 was Marlon Humphrey. He was just amazing. He was just amazing as a defensive back. Was able to get picks. Was able to do all of it. A-Rod at 47 was able to do it all. He had less picks inside the first 2 weeks, inside these last 2 years, than Jameis Winston had inside the first 2 weeks of the season. Number 46 was Deshaun Watson. A great year. That's all that I have to say. Then number 45 is an underrated Demario Davis, one of the best linebackers for the Saints. Number 44 was Marcus Peters. He was able to do all of it ever since coming to the Ravens. Number 43 was Richard Sherman. He was great except for inside the Super Bowl. Number 42 was Justin Simmons, third best safety. And then number 41 was Nick Bosa, the actual defensive rookie of the year. Alright, guys, so number 40 is DeForest Buckner. Very good season. Number 49 is Chris Godwin. I have 2 pictures of Mike Evans since he cannot find Alabama players. But he was great, complimenting Mike Evans. Number 38 is Dalvin Cook. He was great, and he was great. Number 37 was Ryan Ramczyk. Great for being behind Drew Brees. Number 36 is Mike Evans. Great year, complimenting Chris Godwin. Number 35 is Luke Kuechly. So sad that he had to retire early. Number 34 is Eric Armstead. Had a great year. I could not find a picture of him, so again, I just used Solomon Thomas. Had an amazing year for that Niners D-line. Number 33 is Drew Brees. Drew Brees has always been good. He's always been good. Number 32 is Shaquille Barrett. A lot of his sacks were unblocked and stuff, so I could have gotten those sacks. So he's a little underrated on my list than he is on most lists. But I know what I mean. And then number 31 is Chris Jones. He was just great for that Niners D-line that led them to that Super Bowl. The number 30 is Tre'Davious White. Had a great year. Great year. Team of the Year honors. Should have been. 29 is Anthony Harris. Third best safety. Third best safety. He was amazing. Number 28 is Eric Kendricks. Again, he was amazing. Great underrated middle linebacker. Number 27 is Chris Jones. I mean, he was great for that Chiefs defensive line. Number 26 is Tyrann Mathieu. A great safety to complement all the other guys. And he just had a phenomenal year. Number 25 goes to Minka, Team of the Year. Again, number 24 goes to Julio Jones. I'm so surprised that he didn't make the Pro Bowl. I don't think that he should be known for his touchdowns. 23 goes to Danielle Hunter. He was great for that Vikings D-line. Number 22 goes to Harrison Smith. Number 22. Again, just great for the whole team. And then number 21 goes to Davante Adams. 1,000 yards while missing 4 games is just insane. And then now let's move on to the top 20. Number 20, we have Ronnie Stanley, great offensive lineman for that team. Number 19, Saquon, just had an amazing year. Still think that he's pretty underrated. Number 18 goes to Zadarius Smith. He was great, defensive player of the year candidate, and he went along with Preston Smith very well. Number 17 goes to Chandler Jones, 19 sacks. Number 16 goes to Bobby Wagner. Very underrated season, even though he kind of had a letdown it wasn't that bad. Then Quentin Nelson is at 15. He had a great year, which I think that I've said for everybody so far. Khalil Mack at 14. He was great the whole year. He was kind of underrated, even though he only had 8.5 sacks. 13 for Mitchell Schwartz. He was the best offensive lineman and the best right tackle in the league, but he was the best offensive lineman for that Super Bowl Chiefs. And also number 12, Travis Kelce, just, in my opinion, the main target for that Chiefs offense. And then number 11, DeAndre Hopkins. He seemed like he had kind of an off year, but it was amazing. Number 10, we have TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year candidate. He was great the whole year, and he belongs in the top 10. Number 9 goes to Michael Thomas. Some people might say that it's low. My opinion, it's not at all. He broke the record for catches, even though a lot of that was on Drew Brees, but he was still amazing. Number 8 goes to Derrick Henry. He was a truck in the playoffs, and even though he wasn't insane inside of the regular season, he still did quite a bit. Number 7 goes to Aaron Donald. Kind of an underrated season. I know that he didn't have, the 20 sacks that he had the previous year, but I think that he had one of the best seasons because he helped other players get a lot of sacks. Number 6 goes to George Kittle, best blocking and receiving tight end inside the league, no question. And he was the main reason why that San Francisco offense, in my opinion, got to the Super Bowl. Number 5 is Lamar Jackson, best player inside of the regular season, but just he never got that playoff win, so I can't put him any higher than 5. Number 4 is Stephon Gilmore, Defensive Player of the Year. He was great for the Patriots. Didn't like that he was on the Patriots. That's why I chose Bill's picture. Number 3 goes to Run CMC. 1,000 yards rushing and receiving. It's insane. Okay, it's insane. And he was the main reason. I think without him, the Panthers would have the first overall pick. Second, we have Russell Wilson. He, in my opinion, was a great quarterback. Was able to win a playoff game that I do think that he would have lost if Carson Wentz didn't get knocked out of that game. But he was amazing. Okay? And then number 1, Patrick Mahomes. And you know what he was able to do? He was able to clutch up in February. And that was the main reason why he's here. Because in February, if I was in February, I would have to be the best person of all time in February. Because in February, there's one game called the Super Bowl. If you lose that game, then you're a disgrace to the human society. So Patrick Mahomes, number 1, because you've got to be good in February. February. That's all that it matters. February. I will be good in February.
Alright. I hope that you like this video. Again, a lot of players got left out. I could only pick 100. And even though that seems like a lot, it's not. A lot of guys got left off the list. And it was hard doing this. It took a really long time to make, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Bye!